Well, our buddy Joe is here, and that means one thing, Friday. And we're getting in the mix with one of Nashville's most anticipated events for homeowners and big dreamers.
Yes, this is true. Happy Friday, Steph.
Yay, we're here.
We made it. We're doing it. All right, Nashville, I'm talking to you. So whether you're a DIY daredevil or a dream designer or just tired of that squeaky cabinet, hey, this is your weekend and your time to shine for sure, because the Nashville Home Expo is taking over the Nashville Fairgrounds with the latest in home design, renovations, smart tech, outdoor living, and yes, those fancy massage chairs are back, which we love, you know. Hey, you can meet local experts, get inspired by live demos, and, you know, kind of figure out what open concept actually means. Admission free, parking free, which means more money for that dream kitchen, so you gotta love that. So it's tomorrow and Sunday. Both WKRN and Mix 92.9 are gonna be out there, so stop by your tents and tables and say hello.
Yes.
I'm curious, when it comes to home design, everybody kind of has a dream scenario. Let's pretend money wasn't an issue and you can design anything in your home. Like, you can get creative, secret passages or whatever, wine cellars. What would you do?
Oh, goodness, Joe. You know, I don't really know, because there's so many things I want to do that are basic.
Yeah, totally.
So can I just start with like a deep tub, a swimming pool, a hot tub,
nice.
a sunroom? We'll start with those.
Very basic. That was like mansion living, but yes, very basic.
Well, they're not like big dreaming.
I know what you're saying.
What would you dream of?
I would do like an ultimate man cave, as generic as that sounds, but something like you walk in, let's say to the common area, the stairs kind of come up, almost like a secret passage, and then you go down and there's a gym, a bar, kind of a lounge, hangout area, but like overlooking the backyard, so there's like natural light and nature.
And then an infinity pool back there.
And then the infinity pool, and then the sunroom, and then it's that kind of thing. Private jet.
I could use a speakeasy too, that'd be cool.
Ooh, that would be really cool. I love that.
A little secret door.
Yeah. So speaking of, you know, flying around, PJs and whatnot, are you ready to travel to India, but without ever leaving home? Because tomorrow, the Discovery Center at Murfreesboro is throwing its 14th annual Discover India Day from 10 to 5, and it's free. So you can dive into the colors, the flavors, the traditions of India with hands-on fun for everyone. Gotta love that.
Cool.
Hey, you can create flower garlands, swirl drumsticks, landmarks and all that with like Lego bricks, which is pretty cool. And you can play classic Indian games like Snakes and Ladders. Activities include yoga, of course. They invented yoga. And you can dress in traditional attire, bringing global culture locally. So you gotta love that. Zero cost, just show up. All culture, all connection. You don't wanna miss it.
That's a great event to go to.
Super cool, you know? So India is known for their food, for amongst other fantastic things. So if you had to choose to eat one of these 3 Indian dishes for the rest of your life, what would it be? Would it be curry, which is rich, spicy, and totally spoon-worthy, of course? Samosas, which are, you know, those like crispy little pockets of potatoes and like spice heaven kind of all combined, or their naan bread, that warm, fluffy naan bread. What would you do?
If it has to be for the rest of my life, I'm going naan bread all the way.
Totally. That's like a non-debatable.
Yes.
I love that.
No play on words there, right?
Yeah.
Non-debatable.
Oh, that was good. Nice. Good one. So we are sending love from Music City to Kelly Clarkson and her family after the passing of her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock. So after his battle with cancer, he unfortunately lost that. And Brandon was a longtime music manager with deep roots in Nashville, working with artists like Blake Shelton and helping shape many careers behind the scenes. So he was also the stepson of Reba McEntire, making him part of country music royalty for sure. Our hearts definitely go out to his family, especially their 2 children during this time. He was just 48 years old.
That is so sad. You know, cancer really does affect so many of us, doesn't it? And that's what's great about the Stand Up for Cancer event that's going on next weekend, and why we should get behind supporting research.
Amen to that. Love that for sure. All right, Insta fans, Instagram, did you hear about this? They just dropped 2 new features, and they're kind of a game changer, or at least like in a little stalkery way, but like in a good way. So first up, you can now share your live location with friends. Have you noticed that, by the way?
No, I haven't.
On your feed at all? So you can. So they find out where you are too at the same time. So basically, there's no more I'm on my way texts when you're still at home in your towel, that kind of thing, because Instagram knows. And yes, it finally happened. You can now repost other people's posts to your own feed.
Okay.
So no more sloppy screenshots or cropping out people's usernames like a hater, like a villain, you know? But yeah, so now Instagram is more social than ever, is what they say. So you got to check that out. So my question to you is, would you rather have your Instagram followers know your location or what you're scrolling at 1 a.m. on Instagram?
Definitely what I'm scrolling at 1 a.m.
You'd rather them know that?
Yes, because, you know, mine's public now that I've joined local on too. So I don't need everybody out there knowing where I'm located.
Where you are all the time, totally.
Yeah, it could get creepy.
I'm actually with you too.
Yeah.
If somebody was to look at my 1 a.m. feed, it's like, you know, workout videos and like puppy videos and like monkey videos. They're fun ones that Danielle's sending each other, just silly memes. Us going back and forth with silly memes. So it's actually pretty decent. Like nothing crazy.
Same, nothing crazy on my end.
So safety first and always. We always know that, right? But is Uber going too far? There's a little bit of chatter here. So Uber is testing out a new feature that allows women to choose female drivers and riders. You know, kind of vice versa, right? So obviously, you know, the women drivers can choose the riders and so forth. Now, the pilot program is being rolled out right now in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Detroit. But I got a buddy who works at Uber and said that Nashville is on their short list to be next. Any thoughts on this? Like I understand the safety feature, but they're not doing it for guys. Like that's why people are like, well, it should be guys. What if guys prefer guys?
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but when this launched, wasn't that the deal? You could pick your driver, and they could
like back in the day for Uber.
I thought so. Or maybe it was Lyft.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
maybe it was
whenever
Lyft.
one of them first launched, you could pick your driver. So it's kind of like going back to that. And of course, I don't have a problem with it, but I'm a woman, so how do you feel?
I mean, I don't care. I just want to get there as efficiently and as safely as possible. I mean, I think to make the argument about guys who know the guys is kind of silly because it's clearly a safety thing because there has been incidents, you know, and not to say that there hasn't been incidents on the other side as well. I'm down for it. I think it's fine. Yeah, you know.
But as my kiddo says, you know, bad guys can be girls too.
Ooh, I like that. Yes, they can.
Yes, you never know, right?
All good.
What about those driverless?
Oh my gosh,
that are going around Nashville right now. Starting to see those on the street.
That looks a little creepy, but kind of fun.
Waymo, they're all over California.
Yeah, they really are. I think it's kind of neat. I think it's kind of cool. I haven't been in one yet, but I'd be down for it. It's like an adventure.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, nice, good deal. Cool. Well, happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe.
Good
We'll
deal.
be right back.